Springfield Cardinals baseball is next. And good evening, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to Friday Night Baseball here in Springfield, Missouri. And now we send it down to Jonathan as he brings us tonight's live broadcast. Take it away there, Johnny. Thank you, Bobby. Good evening, everybody. We welcome you to the live broadcast here in Springfield, Missouri. It is Game 4 of our 6-game set between the visiting San Antonio Missions and your Springfield Cardinals. Well, I've got to say, tonight is fireworks night here at the ballpark. And so far, sit back, relax, and enjoy the best fireworks show, courtesy of the Springfield Cardinals. Our two teams continue the series tomorrow night for a 7:05 first pitch. And don't forget, fireworks show again after the ball game. So might want to sit back, relax, and enjoy a second night of live fireworks shows, which that will be pretty good. Our two teams wrap it up on Sunday, and after that Sunday ball game, these two teams will hug it out as they won't see each other anymore, and Springfield will definitely be remembered as one of the best Texas League teams in the Texas League family. And so far, we will definitely miss them as we get ready to close off this 2026 year. Springfield will head to Corpus Christi to take on the Corpus Christi Hooks in a 6-game set. And then it's back home for the last 6-game season finale as the Springfield Cardinals will take on the Arkansas Travelers in a 6-game set here at Blue River Stadium for the last 6 times as the Springfield Cardinals team. Anyway, don't forget, Texas League playoff rounds will begin after the final game on that Sunday. And so far, get your tickets now because they will sell out fast if you do not get them. Also, don't forget, on October 6th, the Springfield, Missouri Council meeting will begin as they will determine the name and future of this current ball club for the Springfield Cardinals. That will definitely be a name replacing, and then the logo and uniforms. So most evidently, this new team will be premiering its first ever debut next year in 2027. And so far, going to be a interesting look when we see the new name and new logos and everything, as a rebranding of the Springfield Cardinals baseball team will come in hand this next following season. Well, anyway, better enjoy this ball club while it lasts, because evidently after the last game against the Arkansas Travelers, it will be different, as this current team will no longer be called the Springfield Cardinals because they will retire the name, but a new name will come in place, but it'll be called the Springfield to be determined ball club. And so far, we're going to see what they name it on October 6th. And that council meeting begins 9:30 in the morning on that day. So, yeah, we're going to have to find out what day that's going to be. Hopefully that's on a weekend. And so far, no, it's not on a weekend. It'll be Tuesday, October 6th at 9:30. So they'll definitely get things ready to rock and roll for the new name and for the Springfield Ball Club. We'll definitely keep you guys posted on that. Well, anyway, last night Springfield took a pretty good win. The final score 3-1. And so far, it was a good win. Well, anyway, we're just about set to go. Got to wrap up the pregame show. 7:07. the start time here tonight. And so far, we don't need to be too late getting in. So we'll now take you down to the show as we'll take you downstairs on this beautiful Friday night. So make sure you guys come on in and have a good night with us as we get things ready to rock and roll here tonight in beautiful Springfield, Missouri. Well, anyway, Arkansas and Wichita going, Tulsa and Midland, San Antonio and Springfield about set to go. Frisco, Northwest Arkansas, Corpus Christi, and Amarillo about ready to go for their ball games. Left-hander starter is Mason Molina as he comes in. Four-seam, curveball, slider, circle change, and a cutter. Into the scouting report, Bobby. This guy is really good on four-seam fastball and pitches, which that is pretty good. Well, we lead it off here in the top of the first inning for San Antonio, and the first pitch is outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes, and we definitely are underway. 7:08, not a bad start time. And here is the 1-0, and that one is outside. The count now 2-0. Definitely looking pretty good for the home white uniforms. As the last two nights, Springfield won. Good. We'll go ahead and give y'all an early score. Top of the second, Arkansas 1-0 against the Wind Surge. That one drilled him. Ouch. Well, you don't want to see that every day there, Johnny. Nope. Well, fans in San Antonio looking at thunderheads right now. Most evidently, some high-top thunderstorm clouds. Here's center fielder Kai Roberts as he comes in. But hopefully y'all will get tuned in to that City Council meeting on Tuesday morning, October 6th, 9:30 a.m. That one is driven up nicely. That is down, and it gets through for a base hit. Now second and third with no outs. The leadoff double for Roberts. Wow, getting going here in this half inning is really huge, especially for San Antonio to get going here in the first. The left fielder, Kai Murphy, coming in as he takes that one downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. So far, was thinking thunderstorm activity was going to be on the high rise there in San Antonio, but fans getting treated to a high cloud, like a big, huge wall cloud just outside of San Antonio, and sun reflecting off of it, which that is pretty nice. Wow. And yeah, look at the pictures there, Bobby. It looks good. It does look good, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now to the left fielder, Murphy. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. They got him. And that is out number 1. And with that, let's give the starting lineups for San Antonio tonight. And here they are: Acuna, Roberts, Murphy, Sanabria, Carpathios, Ornelas, Wells, Linares, and Castañon rounded out for the Missions. Here is first baseman Romeo Sanabria as he comes in. We'll take that one outside. 1 ball, no strikes. So far, San Antonio's last 3 games of the year between the 2 ball clubs, and so far for this team in general, that will definitely get the rebrand. Here's a pitch, and that one is a swing and a miss. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strikes. And that one is in for a strike. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. That one drifted foul and still going out of play. Jeez. really good if that one would have stayed fair. That one is outside. The full count now, 3-2. Carpathiosa waits on deck for the missions. Full count delivery. Outside, ball 4, and that is loading up the bases. Ooh. Well, you don't want to get caught doing that. Boy, ball 4, and you're just risking yourself to getting injured. That is for sure there, Bobby. High in the air, straight away. Up to left field, and that is caught for out number 2. Well, Carpathios took a high fly straight away left field, and gotta say, not the thing he wanted to do, but did it anyway. Third baseman Tirso Ornales coming in. And here's the pitch. That one right there, and he bobbled it. And that is out number 3, and they tightrope out of danger here in the first. No runs, a hit, no errors, and they leave the bags loaded. And we go now to the bottom of the first, and it is no score through half an inning for San Antonio. We'll have our right-handed starter coming up for the Missions as we lead off the bottom of the first coming up. Bounce at the goal for the bottom half of this first inning for the Springfield Cardinals. Right now, Cardinals Baseball Network. Right-handed starter is Matthew Watson as he gets on the mound for the Missions. Sinker, sweeper, slider, circle, change, cutter coming into the scouting report of this starter. 95 on a sinker, which that is a pretty fastball. So far, hopefully he could do something good for the Missions tonight, and we'll see what he's got going for this team. The leadoff batter for Springfield, Zach Levittson, as he gets ready to go for the Cardinals. Pitch is outside, the count now 1-0. underway of the home half of the first inning for the Springfield Cardinals. 1-0 delivery. Ricochet foul, 1-1. Frisco leading Northwest Arkansas 1-0 there at Riverboat Field, North Little Rock, Arkansas. Or should I say Springdale. 1-1.
Ball down.
That one downstairs. The count now 2-1. Here's a 2-1 offering. That one hit to Sanabria. There at first to complete the out, and there's one down. Well, with that, let's give the starting lineups for the home side here. Levittson, Bencho, Baez, Page, Ortiz, Petruch, Ragsdale, Rodriguez, and Richardson III comes in. You look at Springfield, 5 right-handed batters, 4 right-handed batters, and 0 switch hitters. That right there pretty good for the Springfield Cardinals, which that is pretty good. High in the air, straightaway center. That's a big blooper to the center fielder, Kai Roberts, as he makes the out for number 2.
Number 23.
Well, pretty good on that one there, Johnny. Yep. Shortstop is Jesus Baez as he comes in. Ready to go. Here's the pitch, and that is in for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. High in the air, straight away right. Under it is Carpathios. He makes the play and ends the half inning. No runs, hits, or errors, and nobody left on for Springfield. Second inning coming up. No score through an inning. So we'll be right back as we lead it off with Cason Wells. He'll lead it for the Missions when we come back. Well, about set to go for the second inning for San Antonio. Right now on the Springfield Cardinals Baseball Network. 7-hole hitter is Kason Wells as he comes in. Will take a strike. It's 0-1. Inning number 2 underway here tonight in Springfield. Here's the 0-1, and that one is foul tipped, and it's 0-2. Boy, just to tell you one thing, beautiful evening here, right, Bobby? It is. Did you forget to give the weather report here tonight? Oh, dadgummit, I forgot. Well, temperature-wise, a beautiful 93 degrees, but not too terrible here today with clear skies throughout the day. Here's the catcher is Oswaldo Linares. As he comes in and hits that one high fly in the air, straightaway center. And in time, that is caught for out number 2.
Batting ninth, second baseman, number 9.
2 up, 2 down here, second baseman Marcos Castañon. Boy, don't forget there in San Antonio as we take on the last homestand between the Midland Rockhounds, we will definitely have a ceremony for the few San Antonio missions that will receive the Gold Glove.
Ball, that's down.
And right there, the count now 2-0. 2-0 offering. That one is high popped up straight away. Center field is the second baseman as he gets in there, makes the play. No runs, hits, or errors. Nobody on. And we go 2.5, no score as we go to the bottom of 2 coming up. They'll be right back here in this one as Trey Page will get ready to go. Well, we lead off the bottom of the second inning for the Springfield Cardinals right now on the Cardinals Baseball Network. Trey Page coming in as he'll lead off the bottom half of the second inning for Springfield. 4-5-6 due up against Matthew Watson, the starting pitcher for the San Antonio Missions, as he comes in. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch.
Ball 2.
And that one is ball 2, so he'll miss outside. With 2 balls and no strikes. Here's a 2-0 offering.
Nope, outside.
And that is ball 3, so 3-0 now. Daniel Ortiz, the third baseman, will be on deck for Springfield. Here's the pitch.
Ball 4, that pitch
Ball
is out.
4, so he'll lose him on 4 pitches. And now that will be a base walk for Trey Page. The 5-0 batter, Daniel Ortiz, coming in. Wind up and a pitch, and that one's going to be delivered high in the air straight away. That is gone. A 2-run shot for Ortiz. And the Springfield Cardinals will jump ahead 2-0. Boy, it's like this crowd is ready to go for the brand new ball club's arrival. I'll tell you one thing there, Johnny, and so far this team in Springfield, Missouri is going to see the new ball club, but haven't determined the new name just yet until October 6th. Ian Petrutz coming in now. As he comes in, we'll take that one in for strike 1. 0-1 the count now. Well, I got to say that the early season of college football is going on right now. And Bobby, need you to go ahead and do me a big, huge favor, if you would. Just locate who is playing tonight. That one is a ball, the pitch clock violation. Go ahead and see who's playing tonight. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball straight away to the shortstop, Acuna. And he gets Ian Petrutz for out number 1.
Batting 7, center fielder.
Well, we got the University of North Carolina playing TCU tomorrow. Then it's SJSU versus USC. And then North Carolina State versus Virginia starting tomorrow, 2:30. That one is going to be right there. And foul. That's 0-1. Jack State versus North Dakota State tomorrow afternoon, 4:30. Sacramento State versus Eastern Michigan. And Hawaii and Stanford. So 6 college football games going tomorrow. I bet that will get my dad very occupied to his TV. Well, don't forget New Mexico State versus Florida State. And then it'll be Memphis versus UNLV. Which now 8 football games tomorrow for college football. Yeah, pretty good. Then you look at Thursday, September 3rd. Boy, that is going to be something really good for college football. You got Merrimack and Delaware playing Thursday, West Georgia and Kenshaw State. AKR versus Wake Forest, Albany and Buffalo, Colorado, Georgia Tech playing Thursday, 7 o'clock. And then you got AR Pine Bluff versus Missouri. Then you got Eastern Illinois and Minnesota on the 3rd. And then you got UAB versus Illinois. 1 ball and no strikes to count now. And here's the pitch. That one ricochet foul, 1-1. Idaho and Utah will definitely be the last game, and so far do believe. How many games would that be in one day? Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 games in one day. Or actually 10. I forgot that. It was UAB versus Illinois. And or 11, Idaho and Utah. Well, it looked like you were miscounting there, Johnny. Yeah, it probably was. That one coming in 2-2 to Rainiel Rodriguez. Springfield up 2-0 here in the ball game. And the pitch. High pop up to straightaway right field. Under it is darn, I forgot his name, but Sanabria. But anyway, do apologize for Romeo Sanabria to get that one into right field for the final out. And we go to the third. Springfield leading it 2-1. Or 2-0. Jeez. Are you in La La Land or something? Think I am. But anyway, 2-0 Springfield. We'll correct that mistake. We'll go along the way as we go. So far, pretty good. Well, just about set to go as we lead off the top half of the third inning for San Antonio. Right now, the Cardinals Baseball Network. Thank you there, Bobby. Leadoff batter for San Antonio is Francisco Acuna as he leads it off. Boy, gotta say, just a lot of college football games as looking at the schedule, gotta say, just a big, huge lineup as we see them.
Inside, ball one.
Boy, tell you one thing. Yeah, we'll go ahead and give you the schedule. So, this is first week of 15 of the regular season starting tonight, going tomorrow at 11 and 2, 2:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6, 6 o'clock, and 9. So basically 7 games tomorrow. So bet you a lot of dads and parents out there would watch those college football games, which they really do love. My dad loves those as well. So I heard your dad was watching them all last year, wasn't he? Oh, yeah, he was. That one in the count now, 0-1. The second batter of the rotation is center fielder Kai Roberts. That one driven up high in the air, straightaway left. And that will be the left fielder making the play for out number 2.
Now batting, left field.
Boy, a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings for San Antonio. This is only the third inning for the Missions. But most evidently trying to figure out how they're going to make Springfield tickle a little bit. I think they already tickled. And your point exactly is? The 2-run shot, they hit the left field. Yep. You think they tickle even harder? Probably. Right there down the catcher and up to first, that will do it. And that will be the side retired. So no runs, hits, or errors, and nobody left on for San Antonio. And now to the bottom of the third we go. Springfield leading it 2-0. Trey Richardson III will lead it off for Springfield when we come back here in the broadcast. We're about set to go for the bottom half of the third inning for Springfield. And here's Johnny Baker. Thank you there, Bobby. Trey Richardson III coming in for the Springfield Cardinals. 9-1-2 due up against Matthew Watson. Takes in a strike. It's 0-1. 7:42 is getting into the bottom half of the third inning. Boy, fans there in San Antonio keep showing us the pictures of that big giant wall cloud. Sun reflecting right off of it, which that is beautiful. Yeah, it is. It has a nice orange hue to it. That is for sure. That is high in the air. And up to right field, Carpathios runs it down. And that is out number 1.
Fielder, number 4.
Man, really good when you get in there and get something going for San Antonio. And now here's the leadoff batter, Zach Levittson.
Ball inside.
That one is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the windup and delivery.
Ball.
And that one is outside. The count now 2-0. Boy, tell you one thing, those 2 balls just missed for 2 balls and no strikes. High in the air, straight away right. Under it is the right fielder, Carpathios. He'll make the play for out number 2.
Number 13.
Well, I got to tell you there, Johnny, it getting pretty rough when you have 3 up, 3 down innings, but most evidently for Springfield, now up to a 2-0 lead for the against San Antonio, which that is a good lead to prosper on. That is for sure there, Bobby. That one high in the air, straightaway center. Kai Roberts under it. Makes the grab, and that is out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for Springfield as we head to the 4th. And it's 2-0 Cardinals. So we'll be set to go as Romeo Sanabria will lead it off for the top of the 4th inning for San Antonio. We'll be right back here in this one. Just about set to go for the top half of the fourth inning for the Missions right now. This Cardinals Baseball Network. Well, leading things off, the first baseman, Romeo Sanabria, will take that one in for a strike. It's 0-1. Gotta say, the cloud over there in San Antonio starting to get a little black and stuff. Most definitely will have a shadow, but the upper part of that anvil is nicely tucked away in the light. That one is high fly in the air to left field. And under it is the left fielder as he makes a play. Out number 1.
Right fielder, number 22.
Well, the right fielder is Braden Carpathios as he comes on in. And he'll take that one in for a strike. And they're going to challenge that one to see where that one was. That was right in the middle, so no say about that. It's 0-1. Well, still hanging on that one. That one in for strike 2. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. That one driven up nicely deep to center. That one carrying a little bit. And it is up to the wall as the center fielder will hit the wall on the catch. And that's 2 down. Third baseman Tirso Ornales coming in. So far missing good old Nate Mondu being out there for San Antonio, but a few days ago drafted to the San Diego Padres, which that was pretty good. The 0-1. That one driven up nicely. That is deep, high in the air, straight away up to the left field area as he also hits the wall on the catch, and that's the third and final out. We go bottom of 4. Springfield leading this one 2-0. We get ready to go for the bottom of 4 coming up here in this one as Jesus Baez will come in for the Cardinals. Well, we head to the bottom of the fourth inning, and right now for the Cardinals Baseball Network. Jesus Baez coming in as we get set to go. The bottom. Oh, excuse me. Bottom of the fourth inning. Oh, Gesundheit there, Johnny. Oh, thank you there, Bobby. Oh,
Now
I felt that one tickle my nose really good.
number 11,
Boy, that one gets in for a single to straightaway center as the 3-hole hitter gets on base. Here's the pitch. That one in for a strike. It's 0-1. He walked in the second inning. Here's the 0-1 offering.
Nope. Outside.
That one outside. The count now 1-1. Boy, San Antonio may have a thunderstorm later. That one too high, and that one is outside. The count now 2-1. Well, do you think the rain chances stick around all the way through Sunday there in San Antonio, right, Johnny? Mm-hmm.
Ball 3.
That one is ball 3, and on deck is Denzel Ortiz as he comes in. He was tonight's 2-run homer. Boy, Springfield doing really good. Here's a 3-1, and that one is through for a line drive base hit. And boy, that one sneaks past the shortstop and the second baseman.
third baseman.
But so far, pretty good getting in that one. Pretty good play as now here is Daniel Ortiz as he takes a strike near the inside corner. It's 0-1. 2-run homer in the second inning is 1-for-1 tonight for Springfield. Here's the 0-1, and that one's right there. And uh-oh, what are they doing? They got him. So right on cue as that would be the first out.
Designated
Romeo Sanabria trying to figure out where he is, but I'm guessing he was a little preoccupied right there. Define the word preoccupied on the last play. I think he was probably seeing a moth or something. Yeah, a big giant bug, which everybody hates. A lot of them. They love these stadium lights way too much, and they'd be out there, and the birds will be out there getting them. Boy, munching on them and eating them. That's pretty good to get rid of the bug population, which that's always good. That one in the count now, 0-2. Boy, they'll eat all kinds of bugs. They'll eat moths, bees, hornets. They eat almost any type of bug they'll find. Shit. You don't have to remind me. What does it matter there, Bobby? Am I grossing you out? Jeez, yeah, you are. Well, good thing you're not a bird because you don't have to eat that.
22.
Not if you have your mouth hanging wide open. Yeah, that's a true statement right there. Yeah, that was funny. Here's Josiah Ragsdale. Up to the right field area is Braden Carpathios will get that one, and that will do. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on for Springfield. And we go to the 5th inning. Cardinals lead it 2-0. So about set to go as Kason Wells will lead it off. The 5th inning for the Missions. Well, we're about set to go for the top half of the fifth for San Antonio right now on the Cardinals Baseball Network. You were about ready to say the Missions Baseball Network, which apparently we're not in San Antonio until next week. Yep. We'll take on Midland, your home team. That is for sure. Always got to love the two teams that we play every year. That is San Antonio and Midland for at least 24 times. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Boy, fans there in San Antonio, and boy, nasty looking supercell just to the northeast of New Braunfels. And yeah, we're definitely looking at it. Fans are saying there is scud clouds. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, there's some nasty pitchers coming in. And that one in the count now, 0-1. So far, if you are out and about tonight watching the storm clouds, well, pretty good. That one's right there, line to the second shortstop, I would say, and throws it down to first as Trey Page will get his man out for out number 2. Second baseman Marcos Castañon is 0 for 1 a pop out. Don't see any lightning yet, but yeah, those pitchers. Just a beautiful evening here in beautiful Springfield, Missouri. And that one is out for a cold strike. It's 0-2. Go ahead and give you scores. Frisco and Northwest Arkansas tied 2-2. Amarillo leading Corpus Christi 2-0. Tulsa and Midland, top of the 4th inning, tied at 1-1. Well, with that, we'll go ahead and pause it right there as we give you the third base look, and always got to love that. Really good. Rainiel Rodriguez coming in as we lead off the bottom half of the 5th inning for the Springfield Cardinals. Beautiful Friday night as kids are out of school, and they're going to enjoy the weekend. Well, how's the back doing? Is it doing good? Doing really well. Most definitely. I've been doctoring myself for the past 2 days now. And so far, looking pretty good there, Bobby. Looks like my muscle on the back is going to heal up really good. Well, that's what happens when you work too hard, and most evidently everybody that has a little bit of back pain knows that they work hard. I'm just thinking I do way too much. That one right there. Up to the shortstop, Acuna, as he gets it for out number 1.
Second baseman, Trey Richardson.
That'll bring in Trey Richardson, the third coming in. And here's the windup. That's a swing and a miss down in the dirt for strike 1. 0-1 for a fly out. Boy, fans are saying that, well, look, they're saying that there is a wall cloud, it looks. With a lowering scud, it looks. Most evidently, I don't think it's bad right now there in San Antonio, but the weather is, getting ready to ramp up for thunderstorms, it looks. That one right there, and that one is going to go out of play in the count now, 1-2. 1-2 offering. That one is foul, and still hanging on at 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and two offering. That one high in the air to straightaway center. Kai Roberts under it. Makes a play, and that is out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, number 4.
Well, that'll bring up the left fielder, number 4. That is Zach Levittson. He was a fly out, a ground out, and is 0 for 2 tonight for the Cardinals. No balls and 1 strike the count, and here is the pitch. And that one is in for a strike. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count, and the knockout. That one is right there to straightaway center. That gets through for a base hit. Pretty good liner as he gets in and gets something going for Springfield. Boy, starting to see the pinks and purples come in as the evening rolls right along in. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be right there. And they got him out a second to complete the play, and that is out number 3. We'll go ahead and give you the behind-the-plate look, and boy, beautiful night here in Springfield, Missouri. We go to the 6th inning. Cardinals lead it 2-0. Halfway through the ball game tonight, boy, it's pretty good for the Cardinals as they lead a 2-0 ball game against San Antonio. As boy, Molina was really good as he got into the start for the Cardinals, and so far really good. Top of the 6th inning for San Antonio. Here is the leadoff batter, Francisco Acuna. Getting ready to go for the next half inning for the Missions. Boy, as they're getting into the early stages of the evening, I bet you there'd be some lightning within those storms. There in San Antonio and just right outside of New Braunfels, just to the northeast of them. And that one is in for a strike. It's 0-2 to Acuna. Some people say that those clouds are shooting probably above 50 to 60,000 feet in the air. But if a lot higher, that would definitely tell you something really horrible is coming. You know, tornadic activity is not out of the question. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be right there up to right field. That is through for a hit. And now the tying run is coming on. That'll be center fielder Kai Roberts. Well, Northwest Arkansas leading 4-2 against the Frisco Rough Riders. And that one is going to be a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 double by Roberts as he comes in. Mason Molina, the starter, now at 60 pitches for the Springfield Cardinals. And that one's going to be lofted high in the air to straightaway center, and that's out number 1. Boy, Amarillo leading 3-0 against Corpus Christi in the bottom of the 4th. Arkansas leading Wichita 2-0 in the top half of the 6th inning. So far, pretty good ball games tonight going on. So far, nobody being rained out as of right now. But most definitely keeping our eyes and ears on the weather, because there's been a couple of times in the Texas League, Amarillo got rained out the other night by a thunderstorm complex. And I was thinking that was Wednesday night, it looks. Yep, it was top half of the 6th inning, and so far you see where those storms were. They came right on into Amarillo, and it was heavy rain, lightning, and all types of stuff there, Johnny. Could have been some gorilla-sized hail. But up to Baseball to Grapefruit's just to the west of Amarillo. Yeah, you're probably not wrong about that there, Johnny. I mean, tell you one thing, it gets pretty interesting when we all look at those storms and see how powerful they can become, you know. And as you say before, tornadic activity, not out of the question. That is for sure. Left field base hit. Runner going for third, and he's going to get there. And that's a first or third single by Romeo Sanabria.
Number 22.
And do you think San Antonio can easily take the lead as they have the tie-breaking run Braden Carpathios to the plate? Well, Bobby, I would say so. I mean, if he could get in and get something going, and that's going to be right there, line drive, that's a base hit. And the runner is picked off, and the score will definitely change as the side is retired. We go now to the bottom of the sixth inning. Springfield leads the game 2-1 now, as San Antonio gets a run on 3 hits and no errors, and they leave one. And we go now to the bottom of the sixth inning. Springfield leading it 2-1. Well, we head to the bottom half of the sixth inning for the Springfield Cardinals. And here is Jesus Baez as he comes on in. Whoa, hold your horses there, Bobby. We're going to have a pitching change first.
Now pitching.
And the right-hander Hans Klaus is on the mound in relief for San Antonio. 25 games, a record of 4-3, 1 ho, 25.1 innings, ERA 2.84, and a pretty good 31.8% and a strikeout rates over a 167 and 152 over a right-hand to left-hand average on batters. Go ahead there, Bobby. I covered that on the relief pitcher. And have a crack at it. Yep, thank you there, Johnny. That's up to the center field for a base hit. Boy, getting pretty good on top of that is down for a center base hit.
Number 11.
Trey Page coming in as he'll lead it off. Well, I'll tell you one thing, it looked like fans are starting to report lightning just right outside of San Antonio and stuff. Most evidently, if we did hear the thunder already,
Now batting.
most definitely it would be something different. I mean, if they heard it, but most evidently, yeah, they're sending videos in saying that there is lightning. But, yeah, going to be a pretty good night if San Antonio gets the rain, which they're expected to. But here in Springfield, it's just really nice. It's a beautiful evening. I don't think anything has to worry about anything. Anybody has to worry about that, that's all right. Here's Daniel Ortiz as he comes in. As he takes a strike, it's 0-1. 2-1, nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count, and to be foul, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. They got him. And that's the first out.
Now batting. Designated hitter. Number 43.
It'll look like that storm is headed right for my apartment, it looks. Yeah, I gotta probably tell you one thing there, Johnny. It's getting pretty interesting, and fans starting to see the lightning. Ian Petridge coming in now. as that's hit to Marcos Castellon. He gets into shallow right field for out number 2.
22.
And that is pretty good. Yeah, really good there, Bobby. Well, the Youth Foundation wants little leaguers to come in and have a pretty good time playing baseball through the summer.
Inside.
And so far, really good, but most evidently just a few weeks left of that. And so far, that would be pretty much it. Josiah Ragsdale coming in as he hits that one high in the air to straight away. And that's going to be a base hit, so the runs are going to come on in. And, boy, he's going to chase it down. And that will plate in the 4th run for Springfield. And, boy, it's now a 3-run lead for the Cardinals here tonight. That is really good as we look at it. It was right there. And the left fielder, Kai Murphy, missed it by a long shot. Really disappointing when you see something like that, right, Bobby? Mm-hmm. Rainiel Rodriguez coming in, and the pitch to him is in for the strike. It's 0-1. 0-2, pop-out line-out tonight for Springfield. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at second. The pitch. Ricochet foul, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count, and the pitch. And they're going to call the balk on him, so now the runner goes to third. Boy, don't like that when you have something like that go on. So the 5th potential run sets 90 feet away for the Cardinals. And here's the 0-2. High in the air, and that is straight away left field. And that'll hit the pole on that bleacher as you hear the big doink right there. 0-2. Sound like hailstones hitting your house right there, Bobby. If you heard that consistently, you'd be like, what the heck is going on outside? Is that hail falling from the sky? Yep. Right there, called strike 3. Got him down looking. The side retired. But Josiah Ragsdale comes in, and he plates at least 3. And we go now to the 7th inning. Springfield leading it 4-1.
Now pitching.
Skylar Hales, a right-handed reliever, is on the mound for the Cardinals as we get into the 7th inning. He will be on the mound for the Springfield Cardinals. The leadoff for San Antonio's 7th inning. Tirso Ornelas coming in now as he'll lead it off here in the 7th. 6, 7, 8 due up here in this half inning. That one is high fly in the air straight away. That is up to the right center field area, and that is caught by the right fielder, number 13, out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 12.
Well, the designated hitter, Kaysen Wells, is 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout. Boy, so far fans are saying they see the lightning outside their windows. I'll tell you one thing, that storm is approaching San Antonio pretty good, and all-knowingly, better make sure that you guys are unplugging all of your electronics. The count now, 0-2 as he goes after it. Love and Burns, 2 right-handed Springfield Cardinal pitchers are starting to warm up there. Don't forget our 2 teams continue the series tomorrow evening. 7:05, and don't forget Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. And it'll be the last time that we see the Cardinals. Definitely give them a hug, and we'll definitely make sure to literally say good luck in the new team change, and so far everything else that Springfield will do next season. even though they won't be called the Springfield Cardinals anymore after this year. So basically 22 years of service. That is great. 2 decades worth of service to the Springfield community. Always an honor in the Texas League to see these two teams play ball. And right there to straightaway center, that is in for a base hit. But it kind of reminded me when San Antonio went to AAA baseball back in 2019. And that's going to be right there, high in the air to the left fielder, and he'll make the play without number 3. No runs a hit, no errors, 1 left on for San Antonio. We go bottom of 7. Springfield leading it 4-1. Well, second baseman Trey Richardson is 0 for 2 and 2 flyouts. Here's the windup and the pitch. We welcome you back after the 7th inning stretch. I remember hearing the broadcast there from Frisco, Texas, as the San Antonio Missions took on their last ever 6-game series. Or was it a 4-game set there in Frisco? I do believe it was 4 against the Rough Riders. And so far after that, San Antonio was moving up to AAA for the Pacific Coast League. On high in the air, and that one is out number 1. Center field is Braden Carpathiosis. He got up there and made it really good for the out. Left fielder Zach Levinson comes in as gets ready to go. And the pitch, and that one's going to be high in the air, and out of play, it's 0-1. Well, the Springfield Cardinals will drop the team name. But after that, they will leave the affiliate here. And then a new name will be pitched for these guys for the Springfield Ball Group. Don't forget, this stadium will be here next year, so, they're not going to move different ball clubs to a new stadium, so that's a big no-no, of course. We love Blue River Stadium, and it's a good home for the Springfield Cardinals. It's been their home for 22 seasons, which that is really good. But I tell you one thing, Springfield moving up, and so far I tell you that one day we all move up at some point. But, Springfield being rebranded, that's pretty a good thing, I guess. If they wanted to be rebranded, it would have happened sooner or later, but now 2027 is when they decided, hey, let's rebrand this team and rename the stadium to Route 66 Stadium. And that's going to be right there. The second for 1. They do not get them at first, but they get the force out at second. There's 2 down. Man, that could have been an easy double play, and that would have put us straight to the 8th inning. That would have been really nice. Here is Jesus Baez as he comes on in, and the circle change will back him off, and it's 1-0. Boy, just to tell you one thing, we are definitely going to miss this team a lot. But knowing that, they will still carry the first name Springfield, but the second name is what they'll definitely look into next season. Here's 2-0 the count now to Baez. Is 2 for 3. Here's a 2-0 offering, and that's going to be a high pop-up straightaway center. Roberts under it makes the play and ends the half inning. So, no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left on for Springfield. 8th inning coming up. Cardinals lead it 4-1.
Now pitching, Number 4.
Right-hander reliever is Mason Burns as he comes in towards the scouting report. Four-seam slider, changeup, and a sinker will be in for his report. Burns now pitching for Springfield.
Acuna.
Francisco Acuna coming in, 1 for 2, single and a run. Final 6 outs for the San Antonio Missions tonight. And here is the first pitch, and that one's going to be a high flyer straightaway right field near the 334 marker, as that will be out number 1, caught by number 13.
24.
Center fielder is Kai Roberts, 1 for 3 double. So far, just love the Springfield Cardinals, and as we go through this transition where they get named something else by next season, no, we definitely will remember this ball club in a big way. But don't forget, as Sunday rolls in and San Antonio and Springfield will play their last ever game against each other. You know, Cardinals and Missions will hug it out on the field and wish each other the best of luck. And especially this team retiring after this season. But anyway, it's a good baseball club, and it's a great club for Springfield. And I hope they don't ever forget that there in the city council, that this team has been really good for the last 22 years. And so far, it has been one great ball club. You know, Springfield, Tulsa, Arkansas, Wichita, and Northwest Arkansas. And Arkansas, too. You know, they are, 5 teams in the North Division, really good. And then you have the 5 in the Texas League South, which is San Antonio, Corpus Christi, Frisco, Amarillo, and Midland.
Kai Murphy.
And so far, just the best teams that we have ever gotten in Texas League baseball. Which that's why we do these live streams. And especially living in San Antonio, Bob and I, we love the Missions. And so far, we enjoy them a whole lot. I mean, their logo, their jerseys, everything. It matters to a lot of us as well. Well, 3 up, 3 down as we go now to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Springfield out in front. It's 4-1.
Leading off,
First baseman Trey Page coming in 2 for 2, 2 singles. And looking pretty sharp for the Springfield Cardinals. We go into the 8th inning. The pitch is a high flyer, straightaway left field as Kai Murphy under it makes the grab, and that is out number 1.
Now batting.
Amarillo leading 4-0 against Corpus Christi, bottom of the 5th inning. Boy, 8th inning here in Springfield as we get ready to close out another night of baseball fun. Daniel Ortiz coming in is 1 for 3. Yes, don't forget about the fireworks show that we will have right after tonight's ball game. Is the 0-1, and that one's going to go out of play. It's counting down 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the delivery, and that one is going to get out of play, foul behind the backstop. And it's 0-2. Now, the Cardinal name will always be remembered here in Texas League Baseball. And so far, 2005 through 2026, they've been very exceptional. In the past 22 years, we thank the Springfield Cardinals for their hard work and service to the community to provide AA baseball for the North Division. And so far, for this ball team, it has been really good for the Springfield Cardinals. Also, for the city of Springfield, Missouri, it's also a great testament to the city. Ian Petrich is 0 for 3, a strikeout. But, this team will be remembered in the long run. I can't say how much it was fun to see these guys play in Midland during 2019's campaign. They had I guess it was a 8-game homestand, 4 against Northwest Arkansas and 4 against the Springfield Cardinals, which that was a whole lot of fun way back then. Out number 2 is Ian Petrich, says he flies out to straightaway center, and boy, I tell you one thing, pretty good. 1 for 3 is a 2 RBI double, and the 6 is Josiah Ragsdale as he comes in. And here's the pitch. That one ricochet foul, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch outside as he goes down swinging, and it's 0-2. Final strike here tonight for Springfield. And the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball as Castañon flips it to the shortstop, Francisco Acuna. And that will do it. So, no runs, a hit, no errors. 1 left on for the Cardinals. 9th inning coming up. Springfield out in front. It's 4-1.
Now pitching, number 47.
Right-handed reliever is Randall Clemente. Boy, got a 5-pitch reservoir to choose, and so far going to be really good as he comes into this one. Here's Romeo Sanabria as he gets ready to go, and here is the first pitch coming in, and that one's going to be high fly in the air, and that will be out number 1. Boy, 2 down for San Antonio, and got to say that will be pretty good. 1 for 3 single is Carpathios. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be driven to straightaway center. That's through for a hit. Boy, pretty good line drive right there as the fans, starting to sit down in their seats. Fans say it's getting windy there in San Antonio as the storms get going. And we do have video footage of the storms getting into San Antonio. Boy, they're starting to get some lightning with them. Yep, Tirso Ornales coming in, 0 for 3, ground out in the first inning. Well, it's a good thing San Antonio and Springfield not together in the Alamo City, but here in Missouri, pretty good. Right there, the count now 0-2 to Tirso Ornales, who is 0 for 3. A .071. Pretty good as he gets in for the Missions. That one is high fly. That one is out of play, foul, 0-2. 2 outs to go for the Missions. That one's ground ball. The second for 1. And they get him. Nope, never mind. They'll throw out the runner at second, but they'll beat out the play at first. So we go for one more batter. Here is Kason Wales. Wales coming in for San Antonio. And the pitch. That one is high fly in the air. And that drops. So now San Antonio getting a pair on base. First and second, 2-man down. Here's the catcher, Oswaldo Linares. Looking pretty sharp, getting ready to go. That one is out of play, foul, 0-1. 1 for 3 single the last time around for him as he comes in. Boy, 2 games left after tonight. And so far we will be very saddened on Sunday That one right there, and that is the third out. Springfield will take it. Well, that will pretty much be it, as the Cardinals will take this one by a final score of 4-1. Mason Molina will get the win, and Rendell Clemente gets the save. The loss goes to Matt Watson. And boy, tell you one thing, pretty good night for Springfield as they get into the win. Well, anyway, we'll see y'all again tomorrow evening, as it'll be a pretty good game tomorrow. And so far now the fans getting ready for a fireworks show. Springfield winning their 66 against San Antonio, which that is pretty good. So basically being the first ones done tonight, everybody else still playing, which that is really good. Still a long way to go. Northwest Arkansas, bottom half of the fourth inning, lead 5-2. Bottom of the fifth is Amarillo leading 5-0 against Corpus Christi. It's also leading Midland 5-1 in the sixth. Arkansas leading Wichita 4-0 in the seventh. Well, we got to thank y'all for coming out to tonight's ball game. And so far, our two teams continue tomorrow evening, 7:05, for the last night game of this homestand. And then don't forget our first pitch, 1 o'clock on Sunday. So make sure you don't miss that one. Don't forget, San Antonio will head back home to take on the Midland Rockhounds in a 6-game set. And that will be it for the home games after that Sunday. Well, for all of us here tonight in beautiful Springfield, Missouri, I'm Johnny Baker, and alongside with my partner, Bobby, this has been Texas League Baseball. For more, visit us on the web, and don't forget, download Bally Live. It is a free app. You don't have to pay out of pocket for anything. Just make you a profile and watch your favorite minor league baseball, the AAA, even AA games as well. Single A, yes, you can watch that too. But anyway, fans are saying severe thunderstorms about ready to come into San Antonio. So we'll see y'all next go around. Have a good night, everybody, from Springfield, Missouri. Final score, Springfield 4, San Antonio 1.